Morning folks, so it's Retro Ride, the Road to Retro Ride Gathering Part 2. Today, well this weekend, it's now Saturday morning, the weekend before Retro Ride, at approximately just coming to 9:45. I've got a few jobs to do this weekend, and also Gregor's coming over as well, a few jobs for him today. That's not sort of pre-Retro Ride stuff, it's just a little bit for pre-supercharging. So yeah, what we've got in store today, not all of it's car related stuff, some of it's part on the caravan, so forgive me if that gets a bit boring on that bit, but it's only going to be a quick thing, that part is. So let's start off with what we've got to get done. Last time I went out on the caravan, we was using phone chargers to obviously charge up the car and whatnot. The phones, we was using proper charge on the 240. Well, I thought, you know what, and you've got to go in the cupboard, because it's not naturally hasn't got a 240 sockets in the caravan, because practically pre-electricity. It's just a faff going in and out the cupboard because I haven't put a 240 socket in anywhere on the outside yet, so outside in the main part of the caravan. So the idea is to run one of these, which is simply volt, only 2.1 amp, 5 volt as well. So yeah, and I think it's just a normal 12 volt cigarette lighter type. Yeah, it is. So put another phone charger in there. The thing is, the car requires a tablet for the ECU for me to keep track of everything that's going off, which I like to when I'm towing anyway, because this better than I've got temperature gauges anyway, but this is a bit more accurate because it actually reads it properly instead of the gauge might be slightly off. I think the gauge is about 4 degrees off last time I checked. So with that, and that's only got one USB, which is with a feed for the ECU, so I need to charge it each time. So basically, that was using that. So the phone charger was being cycled between everything when we went away last. So this would negate that problem because there's two there. I've got a double socket, which is normal caravan type, a normal car type, to go in there, and it wires up to the standard 12 volt, which I've already put in the caravan. So yeah, obviously you know what that is. That's the ECU for Gregor, and yeah, we're going to be doing the pin out stuff today. And tonight I'll be snip the old ECU pin, soldering kit out, and getting everything ready to snip the old ECU pin, soldering kit out, and getting everything ready to snip the old ECU pin, soldering kit out, and getting everything ready to snip the old ECU pin. I say yeah quite a lot, don't I? Right, so next up, just simple Jubilee clip fits. On the GT, I've noticed the water pipe, where it comes out the thermostat housing, you've got the bypass which goes into the throttle body and down to the outlet on the water pump end. I've noticed that the clips weren't really, well, to be fair, they were non-existent, to be honest. The wires were just pushed on, so obviously it needs a proper set of Jubilee clips, so that's a dead easy thing for me to do. I mean, everyone knows what Jubilee clips are. There's going to be quite a lot of wideband stuff today, because that's what Gregor's coming over for. What I've got, obviously, a Innovate LC2, which uses a LSU 4.9 wideband. Now, I've gone through, these are lasting about 2 months in my car, and for the life of me I couldn't figure out why. I mean, 2 months is not, I mean, these aren't cheap. I mean, I keep only looking for cheap ones anyway, but after a while 40 quid, 50 quid starts adding up, so I think there must be about 6 or 7. Now, I thought it was where it was wired up and my kill switch, because when I get out of the car, there's a kill switch by my knee. And a couple of times I've knocked it, and oddly enough, this thing stopped working afterwards. But I don't think it's that, because I've checked it all and everything, and I haven't knocked it since the last two blew. So, I've just been looking online and figured out, I think I know why. I mean, these are supposed to be about 24 inches away from the exhaust outlet. Bear in mind, this is just used for the tuning part of it and everything, because the car's already tuned, but I like to keep an eye on stuff. Yeah, 24 inch from the outlet, which my car is, but it's right where the sort of bend from the downpipe goes. Now, you put this at, I think it's between 3 and 9 o'clock on the, something like that, or like that, or like that, on the exhaust manifold, on the exhaust. Well, you're supposed to put it at like the 9 o'clock, or something like that, to stop any moisture, because obviously when you start your car you get a bit of moisture out of the exhaust, especially not being used very much. Now, I think that where it is that 24 inches, because it's right where the downpipe is, wherever I put this, it's not right. So previously I thought, well, maybe it's because it's too close and it's burning them up. But I'm not turbo, so I mean the supercharger, yeah, is going to get a bit more heat, but it's not enough. Especially at first I was only running 3 psi, so definitely not going to be enough. So I moved it further down the exhaust, thinking it was that. Then I put a heat sink on it, thinking it was that. Each time I'm saying thinking it's that, that's a new one of these. And we moved it on the other side just to see, because it further down. That's another one. Still the same thing. So I think it's, and I think they don't. Well, I know they don't like to run cool. So that's probably what the problem is. Either it's getting moisture on it, which is a no-no, or it's running too cold. The idea is to move it up so it's actually part of the downpipe. Instead of it being right at the bend or right at the back where it's too cold, it's actually probably going to be the other way. I'm hoping that fixes it, because I'm sick of buying these things, and to be honest, this is the last one I'm buying. If this is actually going to cause it, then I'm ditching the LC2. It can go in the bin. I mean, that's like 180 quid worth of wideband controller, but it's going in the bin because I just keep killing them. I might well go and buy an AEM. I mean, it might kill the AEMs as well, but it just could be something else. Loads of people complain about them, and I've bought it on faith that it was supposed to be a good product. And actually, it's my second. Yeah, the first one, the controller blew, but I've got a warranty back on that. So yeah, so that's, I keep saying yeah. So that's another job for today. But of course, these screw in to a bung. And bear in mind, I've already had two of these, two of the kits, so I've put 2 bungs already. And I don't really want to use a bolt, so I bought a bung. Now, it's very quite a short bung, I didn't notice that. I might have to space it before I put a couple of washers on the back of that, because that's going to be right in the flow. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Keep saying yeah, stop saying yeah. That is going to need welding on now. It is stainless, it looks like, to me. Outside stainless, so I might crack out the TIG welder, but then again, what's the point, because the exhaust isn't stainless. It was like 3 quid. To be fair, it's going to go anyway, because the exhaust got to get remade for the turbo. I'm not having screen pipe or anything like that anyway, so yeah, that's going to have to... I'll just MIG it on. Yeah, may as well just MIG it on. So yeah, that's the stuff for today. I mean, there's quite a bit more. I am going to, just because of the fact of having the caravan and everything, when we're going to Retro Ride next weekend, I'm filling up the car and stuff this weekend, so it's full. So when we do come over and collect everything, I'm not going to go to the petrol station on the way or anything like that, or on the road. I'm going to go to the petrol station. Even though I might have to, because the car does drink a lot of juice, especially pulling the caravan. I've not yet decided, which is another reason why having this, I'm not yet decided if I'm going to take the supercharger belt off before dragging the caravan, because I'm on and off boost, and it drove me nuts last time. So I might put the belt off. It doesn't make any difference to the map, because it's out of the boost zone, and we know that's already mapped okay. I can change the map to an NA map. But so yeah, that's the. I keep saying yeah, and I can't help it. Sorry. I need to check the MX as well, because the missus is driving that down, and I've got to check the sister's MX, but that's not here. I've got to check that in a week, so that'll be another video. But yeah, when Greg is here, I'll do a quick walk around this thing. But there's quite a few bits and pieces we need to do, and there's other things I'll obviously be filming along the way. So this might be a longer video. It might be a shorter video. Depends on what the editing is. I'm trying not to edit as much like the last video. I'm trying not to edit as much as what I was doing before, just for the reason that it's a bit better. Really, and it's less time for me, and I need to get these uploaded. So, okay, right, let's get cracking. from the work that I was mentioning from last week, where obviously the footage didn't come out, where I changed the engine mount and everything. That's the engine mount I've changed. To be honest, it's not actually that bad. I think after 3 years of it sitting, all it's done is just gone off kilter a bit. But what I was worried about was that split in there. Now what I've done is I got a Stanley blade and just kind of went into that gap, if you can kind of see it, just to see if that had split down, and it hadn't. I think, to me, that looks like some underseal splatter's got on it, and all it's done is just kind of, because it can't take the vibration, it's kind of torn away. So that's actually not rubber, I guess. I mean, to be honest, the engine didn't move or anything like that, but what it's done is it's just, I mean, the engine mount sort of closes down on it, so it's actually a kilter. So it wouldn't have split and come out, because the way it's going to go down, it's in like a V, so it's definitely not going to have caused a problem. But yeah, I keep saying, yeah, that's the engine mount for what did come off. I mean, surprisingly, it's alright. I mean, luckily, I can do the engine mount with a jack underneath the sump of the engine, so that will probably go in the back of the car and be a sort of a just in case. I like to have tools just in case. I've got throttle cables and everything, because I think if it's something silly that you could fix by the side of the road, why not have it in the car anyway? I mean, I've got RAC cover and whatnot, but may as well just have it in the car. So that's from last week, which I would have shown taking it out and everything. You'd have seen all the engineering that went into it, which, to be honest, was pretty good. I think it was pretty good. But Oh, it kind of sits. I think it sits like that. Yeah. Oh, it's like that. Oh, it's like that, I think. So it's like in a V. So it can't have gone anywhere. I mean, that's just put the pressure on and moved it down, but it's not going to go anywhere. That's not a chance. It's done there. 4 years, not 3 years actually. 4 years. It must be 4 years. Yeah, it must be 4 years. I think what I'll do first is the Jubilee clip. Now I'm not going to take the pipe off because I've got fresh coolant in there, and just needs jacking up putting the panel beneath. I think I can open up the Jubilee clip just enough to get the two of them on. So that's what we'll do first, and then we'll do the caravan, because it's going to be dead easy. Need to get some wire out the toolbox and some female spade connectors. I think male on both ends on the fuse box and on that. So we'll do that first, do them first, and then we'll probably end up jacking it up. And I don't really want to drop the exhaust to do the bung, so I'm going to try not to do it. And if I can get it on the right hand side, I think we'll probably be alright. But Jubilee clips first, I think. Okay. Okay, Jubilee clips in hand. We can walk out to the car. Say hello, Bailey Bob. Hello. A little training. Right, you can see. Just to keep peace of mind, I just put zip ties around it. I didn't totally not notice. To be honest, I don't think they'd come off anyway, but I don't really want to run the risk. I've got spares, but I don't really want to run the risk. Now, I'm not going to take them off like I said earlier. I'm going to try and do it with them in situ. Yeah, call it a bit of a bodge, but it's been a pain for the coolant, and hopefully that camera doesn't fall off. What did he say? He said hopefully that camera doesn't fall off, and it falls off. I need to get a magnet out for it. And his Stanley knife, or Stanley blade. Okay. Yeah, I never get the Stanley knife in there really without catching the thing, so first. I'm going to cut the other one until I know these Jubilee clips actually fit. Yeah, should do. Yeah, I bought ones that were a bit bigger than what I required, only so I knew they'd go down big enough. Let's see if we can get over it. Hopefully. Can. It's always alright getting it over it, but then it's getting it back into its areas. I don't particularly like being opened up like this. Started. Yes. Yeah, let's start it. So for the fisheye lens on that camera, pick it up then again. It's just a Jubilee clip. Not like it's some sort of special engineering thing that we just concocted up. I don't know where the original ones went. Oh, I don't know if this is going to go down small enough, you know. Let's get smaller ones. Should be somewhere anyway. What it's got to do is hold it, but I don't think that's going to go down small enough. Could be wrong though. Nope. I think that's done it. Yeah, that's got it. Cool. So, let's go do the other one. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. I was going to put the MX5 has a 2 fans, and looking at the ECU of the original car, I think it's around about 94, 95, something degrees. 89 the first fan kicks in, then it goes up to 90 odd. Second fan kicks in, which is the aircon fan. Now I'm wondering whether to put 2 fans on this. Now the problem is I've not got the room, as you can see, as in the radiator isn't long enough to put, but I've got a blow fan that I could put in there, but it would mean that shelf would need to be cut out a bit more and it wouldn't be exactly true. Just wondering whether to fit one and put it on a switch or something for now, just so I can turn it on to give it that extra bit of kick. I don't know. I'll see what Gregor thinks when he comes over, and if I remember to ask him. If not, I'll make the decision later. I mean, I've got these 2 days to do it if need be. And the fans in there, I think it's from 205 to be honest. Cross-pollination and all that. So right, I'll get the other GB clip on, and then we'll get over to the caravan next. Okay. So the next thing, I've done the GB clips which I'll show in a minute, but now it's wiring for the caravan. So we'll go in there now and get this sorted. Right, the idea is to have it close to the bed, so somewhere in the centre there, or maybe over to the right hand side actually. Yeah, I think maybe over to the right hand side, so it's in that panel there, this one. Let me just get the front plate one moment. So, I think I'll put it somewhere there like that. It just means that they're close to the bed when we're in bed, and everybody likes to look at the phone when they're in bed, don't they? So that's the idea, that's where I think I might put it. So let's just set the camera down, and mark it, and then drill them. Tilt the camera a bit, there we go, I guess we can see it. Right, so something simple. I know it's not fully car related, but hey, so it was going to always be about cars. Most of it always is about cars though, I guess. So yeah, I've got the screws. Oh, I've been needing connectors. I've totally forgot this thing got connectors. It don't matter. We'll have the screws bruised out. Okay. I'm close to the bed. I need to just walk. Number 2. Hole saw. Oh. There's loads of stuff in here. It shouldn't take much to go through. There we go. Get a dustpan and brush for that. So in theory, they should be, yeah, bang on. Let's try one of them. Make sure they go through the hole. There's the connecting wires already on. There we go. Just to make sure, and then putting screen face on. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Right. Screw the fascia on then. Screwdriver and a stumpy, but it'll do. It's only wood after all, isn't it? And it. At least no one's going to be. The reason why I'm putting this in, because every year we go to retro rides, and obviously for future this thing is going to come in handy because we'll be using the caravan more. But every year we go to retro rides, it's like a fight for the extension lead. Because the extension lead charges, well, runs the projector, gives us a light, and everything like that. Well, the reason one thing is one of the sockets is going to be used to run the 12 volt in here anyway to keep the battery charged. But it's just you got your phone on charge. It's on charge 10 minutes, and someone else comes along. Oh, can I charge my phone? So you never get a full charge. Well, this means the phone could be on charge all night. I ain't got to worry. And the digital camera and the GoPro, everything's going to be on charge. Well, there's enough sockets now. As well as the 240s that are in the cupboard anyway. It's going to be more than enough for us. And this year, there's a lot more of us going, so yeah, right. As you can see, not bad. Good job. It's not exactly retro, I know, but then again, I've got to have some creature comforts. Plus, the missus likes using the phone, so it keeps her happy. Right. So. Push the wire through. Another wire. Oh, I need to get a 10mm spanner. Like that. Maybe. I don't know. Doesn't matter which way around it goes, does it? I think they're supposed to go different way around. Yes, they are. Not as much. Right. The cabinet. Then these to go on. It's just 2 lock tabs to go on the back. Let's get them in. Back out these wires. one. So I should have made the earths longer. I thought it was the 12 volt, the actual live that was further away, but it's not. It's actually the... Yeah. I think I can hear Gregor. There we go. There's that. I think we can hear Gregor. Oh, any damage in the floor? Let's have a look. Yes, there he is. See you in a moment. What you need? Spy.
You join us here now live at GFB Development HQ, where we have a bag. There's no other word to describe it. It is a bag. And here we find the owner of said bag,
Fuck off.
Mr. Shakira. What are you doing, Shakira?
Screwing you.
Oh, baby. You have very big holes there.
You wanna?
No. What's in your hole?
Say hi, Leebo. First time
Hi,
on
Leebo.
the channel.
First time on the channel. What have you done to my cup of tea?
Marrowbone jelly. Fruits of our labour. Or my labour. Don't wipe it on my car, you prick.
I'm angry.
Could be children watching.
Children watching.
Say hello, Gregor, or
Hello.
Shaq.
Screwing my knob on.
What have you done today?
Oh, I've done for coal, but you lot.
What's everyone else done?
Widening the gauge.
What gauge is that?
Fancy AM one. You even got a sticker to prove it.
Ooh.
Would you like a bit of spice on?
No, I'm alright, thanks. Even though I've not got to go anywhere.
This is a bag, really.
No.
Why do you lot fantasise about these?
Why do we fantasize about them? Because they're awesome cars.
They're not really.
No,
They're slow.
I found a place to put my
not
wires
slow ones boosted.
in the glove box.
They are.
They're not.
See, a proper car, behind the back.
A typical VW, rusty.
Oh yeah, patina.
Rusty.
Patina.
So yes, he's had wideband gauge fitted. Well, me and Leebo fitted his wideband gauge.
They're like,
So I've not got any of my crap done today. Really?
my crap done. In fact, I even had to go and take a pot off of my car to fix your car.
Didn't use it in the end. And you're spilling your tea like a drunk person spills the
Yeah,
beer.
I'm trying to point out
That'll be
this
neck.
is
That'll be
more
neck.
milk than tea.
Yeah, it's nice. Tastes nice. But it's like that. I bet you
It's
drink
more
it all day.
milk than tea.
Bet you drink it all day.
It's like, I don't know, but it's not tea.
Well, the Jubilee clips aren't leaking anymore, unless they run out of water in the radiator.
But we don't care.
No, I don't care. Right, Gregor's got to put his exhaust manifold on, then he can see whether he can get some like AFRs. Yeah. He's gonna get them, so.
Cool. Gregor, what's this do?
We'll see it in a minute, because he'll go around the garden, not sideways.
He didn't do it for time, did he? So he's not been to the
And you've got channels like Boosted Boys and shit, and then you've got. It is warm,
He's not even boosted.
especially for the UK.
The ginger people.
All this pre-retro rides crap. Road to retro rides part 2. Look how quick you got that in. Did you get your Mrs. Knickers off that quick?
Yeah, I do actually.
Don't we all?
What, his missus?
Yeah.
She's a good girlie, that is.
Oh, that's it. Your relationship's now gone down the tube.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Who?
Well,
The
this is-
missus.
It could actually be like a beetle interest.
Or an MX interest. Because we've got 2 MXs here.
With bikes.
You want to do a walk around of that Beetle? Do you really want to do a walk around of the Beetle?
We could tease
The
them.
first other car to have a walk around other than mine, because no one else brings the cars up.
The build breakdown, as it called.
So do you want?
Do
you wanna do-
build breakdown?
Yeah. Do you want to have a build breakdown of it?
Turd. No, it's turd breakdown.
Yeah.
No one.
Do you know? I don't know whether this camera will pick up green.
We could tease them. It's like installment.
I think they'll get bored after 3 years of no updates.
They're coming home soon. Anyway.
Once the house is all sorted.
I'll give you a hand if you want. You help me with my Land Rover.
You got to do the wiring. Because
What's wrong with that?
nothing.
It's just the tape coming
Yeah,
off.
it's fine. It's completely fine.
Oh.
He won't be interested in that. It's not
Yeah,
food.
his guard dog.
Yeah.
He's,
Vicious. Absolutely vicious. Baby Bob. See? Vicious. On guard. On the prowl constantly, that dog is.
What's Daddy got?
You can't get anything
What's
by
Daddy
that
got?
dog.
What's he
Especially
got?
if it's food.
What's Daddy got?
You come say hello. You can come say hello. Yeah, that's the camera. Good boy. He's had his head somewhere. It's all bits. There we go. There you go. Good boy. Bless him.
Biscuit. A biscuit.
You want another biscuit?
A biscuit.
Well, while he's doing... Okay, the guys have just gone. I've done the wideband O2 sensor, moved it further up. Turns out my bloody Innovate LC2's packed up. It's not reading any sensors at all. Can't get anything from it. I've even put the serial cable into the laptop. See if I can get it sorted, but it's gone. So I've kind of nothing I can do about it. Picked up a new one, I ain't got time to fit in the other an AEM one, so just gonna have to run with that one. But I might put in the plug in the old Lambda narrowband one and just try that. So somewhere down in there. So I'm just gonna try and find that now and hopefully that'll be alright. Okay.